Both Scroot and I felt the tides of fate churn and boil. Worse, neither of us has been able to commune with her Maes Mora since the Black Book's rite was completed at Vaermina's shrine. And you say you saw Shelreni's body walk into Apocrypha? Giving Vaermina access to Apocrypha and a host to work through. They must know where to find the memory they seek, or they have a good idea where to look. Apocrypha is infinite. Without fate to guide us, we are lost in the dark without a candle. Blightcrown and Torvassard have ways to avoid detection. Only one viable option presents itself. We must ask Master Shelren where Vaermina has taken her body. Will you see this through, Proxy, before the disaster Mora foresaw comes to pass? Fortunately, we have two conduits to spirits not yet bound for Aetherius at our disposal. Magister Meln and Curate Gadain. Speak to Meln first. He obviously knows what happens when a Telvanni mage dies. Aetherius is the immortal plane. When a person dies, their spirit moves on to that realm unless something prevents that from happening. A violent death, perhaps, or because the spirit still has tasks left undone. Shelren fits both categories. What her Maes Mora foresaw was always about an assault on Apocrypha. Vaermina and her allies want to recover the memory that was stolen from them. But the way she's going about it will doom us all. We need to determine her destination and stop her. You know how you can feel the warmth and know the sun is above you, even if you never look up. That is what Scroot experiences every day in the service of her master, and what I sense when I commune with the one who knows. Now, it just feels empty. Perhaps. We know Blightcrown used a corrupting combination of pestilence and dream to avoid detection in the Panopticon, and he was trying to increase its potency. Maybe the rite did more than open a path. Maybe it cut Mora off from his own realm.
Vaermina's idea is a good one. Master Shelren has the answer we seek, and I know how to reach her.
I don't understand this death thing. Or spirits either. Daedra aren't bound to such a limited and finite existence. Beyond that, spirit or no, can we trust anything Master Shelren says? With reality hanging in the balance? I don't think so.
No Telvanni master worth their weight in Quama cattle would relinquish their hold on this plane without a fight. I have no doubt we can contact Master Shelren's spirit. Whether we can get her to cooperate, well, that's an entirely different matter. As the curate can tell you, Necrom forbids summoning the dead. But there's no regulation against the dead choosing to speak to you. We don't have to summon Shelren's spirit. We can go to her and simply request an audience. Same place you found me. In her tower, of course. We must go to Tel Barrow and search her sanctum. If her spirit lingers, she'll haunt there. Oh, and better take Gadain with us. If she's become a vengeful spirit, his expertise might be required.
Meln, we can't just summon the dead whenever we please. It's forbidden.
Yes, summoning is an affront to your order. But if the spirit is already there...
If I help you, I could jeopardize my standing.
We would not ask this of you if the situation was not dire.
Of course I'll help, Laramil.
I'll return to Apocrypha. See if I can find Vaermina while you chase spirits. Not like I've got anything better to do.
Good luck at Tel Barrow, my friends. Return here with whatever you learn.
Dealing with displaced spirits is very much frowned upon by the Keepers of the Dead. I'll help, because the stakes are great, but it goes against every iota of my training. That's an aspect of our beliefs, but not the primary component. And it's different when you visit the catacombs and a spirit appears before you. I suppose if Shelreni decides to speak to us, that shouldn't violate the Codex too badly. Indeed, the recently departed are often confused, and that confusion can turn violent. I much prefer to deal with the spirits of our ancient ancestors. They may be cantankerous, but they've had enough time to reconcile to their undead existence.
Where's the Keeper? He should have been here by now.
The tower's locked tight. We need another way inside.
Telvanni towers always have more than a single ingress and egress. Look around.
The main entrance was definitely sealed by a powerful mage. We won't get in that way. Well, since we're here, we might as well look around.
Over there. Just let me... There. Easy enough for a Magister to remove a Master's ward. Let's go inside. Shelreni's private study. Her presence is strong here. My ghost sight allows you to see it. Move closer, and I'll try to get her to manifest fully.
Careful, my friend.
Blightcrown! He killed me. I'll destroy them all!
Such rage and suffering. Let me try to calm her.
Have you come to gloat? To see how far the mighty Shelreni has fallen? I would have led House Telvanni to new heights. Instead, I lost everything. All my work unfinished. My legacy in ruins. This is your fault, outsider. You and those duplicitous Daedric princes! Now, why in the name of my despicable ancestors would I even consider such a notion? You're my enemy! I'm content to sit back and watch as Vaermina and Periite steal back whatever they think Hermaeus Mora took from them. You know nothing of the Telvanni, outsider, or of me. But I will admit that I hate it when a greater power reneges on a mutually advantageous agreement. Frankly, my role in all this was more difficult than what I requested of the princes. I decrypted Meln's Black Book, perfected Blightcrown's subterfuge concoction, and performed the rite that gave Vaermina access to Apocrypha. And all for a simple favor. Eliminate my competition, and elevate me to the rank of Archmagister. I see what you did there. Clever. I suppose I've been taken off the board. A bit of revenge on my part is probably called for. The path to the memory Vaermina seeks lies through the infinite panopticon. Torvasad will lead her there. It started with Torvasad and his dream of something lost long ago. He needed someone to acquire Meln's Black Book and perform the rite. In return, he would help me achieve my dream of becoming Archmagister, as long as I pledged myself to Vaermina. Torvasad behaves like a broker, bringing disparate parties together for mutual benefit. In truth, I now believe this is all about Torvasad. He has his own agenda. Anyway, he convinced the princes to set aside their differences and work together. Truth be told, I never much cared. All I wanted was to do what was asked of me and get my reward. Instead, I got a dagger in the back from that disgusting Blightcrown. They believe Hermaeus Mora stole something from them. From all of us, really. It involves Torvasad's dream. He had vague visions of a Vaermina shrine, believed it was important. So he asked Vaermina to help him recall the entire dream. When she failed, he expanded his list of allies. That's where the hidden kindred came in. Look, maybe Mora stole Torvasad's favorite sweet roll recipe. I wouldn't put it past the Prince of Fate. He collects knowledge like House Lalu hoards gold. All I know is Vaermina and Pereide want the memory back, but Torvasad wants it more. Silent, you say? Then my enhanced subterfuge concoction worked. I told Blightcrown I could do it. I took Blightcrown's mix of disease and dream, and with a few adjustments to the rite, enhanced its ability to hide them 1,000-fold. If Mora has gone silent, it means it affected him too. Cut him off from his own realm. Am I a genius or what? Oh, fear not. You can't separate a Daedric prince from their realm for very long. Should last just long enough for Vaermina to get whatever she's after. Of course, who can say what will happen when a realm and its prince are sundered even briefly?
I can't absolve you of your transgressions, Spirit, but I can grant you peace.
Eternal disappointment, more likely.
Let's return to Necrom and tell Laramil what we learned.
I wonder if we can even find the Infinite Panopticon again. Let's rendezvous with Laramil at the Necrom Bindery and see what she thinks about all this.
Here we go.
Calm yourself, Scroot. I am sure Apocrypha is not as bad as you say. Ah, Proxy. Tell me what happened at Tel Barrow. Scroot returned from Apocrypha with disheartening news, while my efforts at research have been marginally effective at best. Tell me you have something better to report, Proxy. The Infinite Panopticon. First they sought a memory to alter. Now they seek what? Another memory? And can they even find the entrance again? Well, we have a destination. Now all we need is a plan. What research I was able to accomplish tells me that Vaermina will be a formidable opponent. But in order to enter Apocrypha without Mora's consent, she requires an anchor and a shield. In this case, Master Shelren's body. That will be her undoing. Shelren's body is mortal. If we destroy it, I do not believe that even Blightcrown's concoction will hide Vaermina from the one who knows. Of course, there is also the matter of Apocrypha gone amok. But one problem at a time, I think. Gadain, this will be dangerous. I would feel better if you remain here, out of harm's way.
I swore to retrieve the relic, and I can't stand the thought of you facing this danger without me. All of you, really.
Vomitus.
Let us meet at the location where we first entered the Infinite Panopticon. While the entrance never appears in the same place twice, I have an idea that might just turn this to our favor. I am not certain. The ritual I utilized earlier is not something I dare to perform again so soon. But there is another option, one I have only read about, but never attempted myself. Let us forge ahead and see what fate has in store for us.
Prior to this, my most complicated day involved misplaced grave urns, obnoxious relatives, and the occasional ancestor spirit who was out of sorts. I'm not sure what I have to offer once we return to Apocrypha, but I'll help in any way I can.
As I feared, the entrance to the Infinite Panopticon has moved.
As is its nature, which means we have failed and reality is doomed.
I refuse this outcome. Fate, bend to my will.
Laramil, be careful.
There is no time. The Panopticon must exist. Here, I command it.
Laramil, you did it! The Panopticon is open!
I was not sure if that would work, Proxy. It weakened me. It will be up to you to safeguard us against whatever awaits inside. Like Scroot, I feel the agony rippling through the very fabric of Apocrypha. How that will manifest, I hazard to guess. Oh no. Vaermina. Her presence is destroying the Panopticon.
Laramil, look at yourself. You're in no shape to continue.
Nonsense. No. You are right. Proxy, you must deal with Vaermina. Gadain will help me return to Cypher's Midden.
You can't face Vaermina alone. I don't believe I'm saying this, but I'll go with you.
This is more than just the presence of a rival Daedric prince. Something else is happening here.
I think Vaermina's presence has somehow intensified Blightcrown's corruption.
Wasn't that amazing?
Let me aid you. Ripples of agony from below. We need to go down, mortal. Here, mortal. Let Apocrypha smite your foe.
Tell your dark master who sent you.
Satisfying smack.
Stendarr see you safely to your rest. No guts, no glory.
I am a vessel of the Great Eye. Call on me. Mortal, let me aid you. If we serve here, mortal, let Apocrypha smite your foe.
Guard up, get moving. Shining steel.
I am a vessel of the Great Eye. Call on me. Mortal, let me aid you. Feel the power of fate. I am a vessel of the Great Eye. Call on me. Debris. They must have gone that way.
Wasn't that amazing?
Remember, Vaermina's not alone. Blightcrown and Torvisard are with her.
We'll see it done.
There, mortal. Let Apocrypha smite your foe. Vessel of the Great Eye. Call on me.
Side by side.
Here, mortal. Cultists are spreading Blightcrown's corruption.
Hidden kindred. Looks like Vaermina brought an army.
Mortal, let me aid you.
Move your feet! Get moving!
Here, Mortal. Let Harper smite your foe. Satisfying smack. I am a vessel of the Great Eye. Call on me.
Blink! Now!
Mortal, let me aid you. That portal. Vaermina passed through it, Mortal. Mortal, let me aid you.
Stendarr see you safely to your rest.
This place feels ancient. Like no one's been here in an eternity.
Corruption works splendidly. We are hidden, and Mora suffers. Tovasard, take the Dream Prince into the Eye of Mora, and find your memory. I have a final gift to deliver, to the very core of Apocrypha.
Blightcrown! Did he say something about an Eye of Mora?
Ignore Blightcrown. We need to reach Vaermina and
See the Eye
destroy
of Mora
Shelren's
above.
body.
That's where we need to go, Mortal. Here, Mortal. Let Apocrypha smite your foe.
Get back, fiends!
I am a vessel of the Great Eye. Call on me. vessel of the Great Eye. Call on me.
You've met your match.
Here, mortal. Let Apocrypha smite your foe. Mortal, let me in. That's a satisfying smack. Through there, mortal. Hurry! Cultists are in our way. Dispatch them, mortal.
Keep your guard up!
Mortal, we need to talk. Blightcrown's a threat, but Vaermina's a prince. We should follow Vaermina and Torvasard into the Eye of Mora. I have no clue which memory of Hermaeus Mora this particular eye contains, but we should go in and do what we came here to do. Find Vaermina and destroy Master Shelren's body. Without the protection it provides, Mora should be able to pinpoint her. You're right, I don't hear the Great Eye. I think that has something to do with Vaermina's presence, Blightcrown's corruption, and the rite they completed to enter the realm. It's just a guess, but if we solve one problem, it should help. Now, mortal, step into the Eye of Mora. What happened to this memory? It looks more like a dream. Or a nightmare.
Another Daedric Prince memory? You take me to the nicest places.
This has to be Vaermina's fault. Stupid Prince of Dreams.
This memory is mine now, mortal. I have wrapped it in a dream of my own creation.
We need to discuss this, mortal. Listen carefully, mortal. Vaermina's power is limited here. This isn't her realm. It's only due to the necromancy they used on Shelren's body that she made it this far. She's placed a dream around us, but the true memory is still here. Vaermina hasn't been in here very long. She didn't have time to craft a perfect dreamscape to hide within. Look for flaws in the illusion, the cracks in the facade. We're inside one of the Great Eye's secret memories. That's just an echo of him, part of the memory. Like I said, Vaermina's overlay of dream stuff isn't perfect, and we can take advantage of that. Let's see if we can spot any flaws we can exploit. Good idea. If you can find the weak points, I can break them open and expose the true memory beneath. Of course, knowing what the Great Eye values, that will probably drive us insane. Took me centuries to recover the last time that happened.
Once again, Melon to the rescue. When you get close to a flaw, use my ghost sight to spot it. Nice sacred floor. Use my ghost sight to reveal it.
Stand up. The knight never yields!
I have done the unthinkable. Now, I must make sure it cannot be undone.
That was part of the true memory. Find me more flaws to break, mortal.
I shall divide the only remaining my memory, and hide it in 3 glyphics.
This must be the memory of when Hermaeus Mora hid the secret the enemy seeks.
We're still standing. Be proud of that.
The way it began, secured inside the glyphic of hidden paths. Followed, locked within the glyphic of lost memories. With regret, the memory of what I had to do, sealed inside the glyphic of shattered reflections. Who dares invade my private memories?
We got what we came here for, Torvasad. This way!
How dare Vaermina enter my realm? Find her! Protect the 3 glyphics. Go and enter the mythos.
This is the mythos deep beneath the Icor Sea. Another memory? More of the same. Wasn't that amazing? Satisfying snack. This is the core of Apocrypha. Remember how Torvasard altered a memory and changed the past? The damage they can
You don't want to do this!
Here, mortal. Let Apocrypha smite your foes. Wasn't that amazing?
Not complaining. The Dark Lady is allied with Periax. Do you question her power?
Feel the power of fate! Mortal, let me aid you.
That we can reach it with his memory.
I am a vessel of the Great Eye. Call on me. Wasn't that amazing?
How much longer, Torvasard?
Here, mortal. Let Apocrypha smite your foes.
Fate's mortal. Again! Destroy that light hedge.
Mortal, let me aid you. Feel the power of fate! I am a vessel of the Great Eye. Call on me.
I need healing!
Satisfying snack. Wasn't that amazing?
I furnished my ghost sight. my ghost sight to strike truth.
A battle to remember!
Satisfying smack.
Step into the focus to use my ghost sight. My ghost sight can defeat this enemy.
I am a vessel of the Great Eye. Call on me. Feel the power of fate!
I'm right here. Stay focused.
Let Apocrypha smite your foe. Feel the power of fate!
Enter the focus point.
Move your feet. Get moving.
Apply my ghost sight to attack with precision.
Satisfying smack. Mortal, let me aid you. Wasn't that amazing?
Damn you, Mora! We must slip away while we can, Blightcrown.
The Dreamweaver flees. But what of the Glyphic Vault? Vaermina will pay for the damage she has wrought on my realm. Approach, chosen, and hear my words. I shook off the worst effects of Vaermina's corrupting presence, but not soon enough. The intruders have fled. But the vault of the Glyphic! You must determine if the secret remains secure. Not just any Glyphic. One of 3 primordial Glyphics that in total contain the entirety of the memory I made everyone forget. A memory that, if restored, will destroy reality. Enter the vault. Check on the glyphic! That which I cannot see. The corruption coursing through Apocrypha continues to weaken me. I must do everything I can to maintain a connection to my realm. Enter and examine the glyphic. I give you permission to gaze upon this portion of the memory. It cannot be avoided. Fate's chosen must make sure the glyphic is secure and the memory intact. We shall talk again when you are done. Examine the glyphic of hidden paths. It will reveal its portion of the secret to you. Regrettably, there is no other way to determine if the glyphic remains intact. But fate will survive a slight fraying of its fabric. It has to. Now, go! Examine the glyphic and see how this all began, Chosen.
Why have you called us all together, Prince of Fate?
We must deal with this problem, Dreamweaver. I have seen what happens if we do nothing. Already the threads of fate unravel. They have no regard for the chaos they can cause.
Ah, that's it! What I needed to spark my memory. I will restore the rest. Lord of Secrets, I will restore it all!
Torvasard. Only one of the unseen could evade my sight here. Chosen, we must speak. My power remains diminished due to the toxins Periite's followers polluted Apocrypha with. But you helped me break free of the worst of the miasma. You saw the contents of the glyphic of hidden paths, as did Torvasard. I did not expect that. Not yet. One thread in the tapestry snapped, but two more remain. If you can keep my enemies from unsealing the final two glyphics, there is still a chance to preserve Apocrypha and the rest of reality. You saw how this began. The great omission. Just something from very long ago. Something I did not expect to encounter ever again. It is not important. Not yet. Right now, fate requires a champion, mortal. Do as you have done. Follow your heart. Return to Laramil. Consult with her. Defeat those who oppose us. You will know the best course of action when fate requires it. Now, I must conserve my strength. Apocrypha is under attack, and I feel its pain. Leave this memory, mortal. Take the portal, and return to your allies in Cypher's Midden.
I have recovered, Proxy. Now tell me, what occurred after we parted ways in the infinite panopticon? Part of the memory has been remembered, but reality has not unraveled, so we must still have time to make this right. Vaermina and her allies continue to assault Apocrypha, but freeing Hermaeus Mora was a victory. Well done. This is for you, Proxy. Secret and forbidden knowledge. Something so terrible that Hermaeus Mora wiped the very memory of it from all existence. But now Tolvasard has plucked a thin sliver from the darkness, urging us to remember. Though it pains me, we cannot allow that.